Hey, hey, you! What you doing here? No. Don't you dare go into the next video. It's just that that's the first time I'm recording something like that. Actually, that's the first time I'm producing any type of content, to be honest. So, thanks, thanks, thanks for being here. So, my name is Takaro, and I would like to welcome you to Takaroverse. I will be here recording this Let's Play series, and I will be clear of my objectives since day one. I will try to create and learn things until Hermitcraft guys invite me in. Yeah. You heard me. We will try to do things like surpass Mumble, Windpulse and Docks contraptions, create beautiful structures that would make Grian and even Scar amazed, and I will surely be creating a lot of farms for the following reason: I am too lazy to collect things. So 3 hours building a farm is much more interesting than spending 20 minutes collecting blocks. So yeah, that's just me. Working with software do that to people. So let's go. Let's get started. Walking around a little to check out the generation, I picked the seed randomly by starting words until I ended up in something with a spawn in a plains biome close to a sea or river, with something like a village close enough to be real easy to build the first villager-based farms. This one fits pretty well, so I collected some resources around, entered the ravines to get some basics, explored a little to find out if we didn't have something interesting under the spawn area, but the answer is no. I really like seeds that the spawn is over an awkward position, like a big ravine with mine shafts and spawners. This was not the case, at least around the area I explored. After like 10 minutes collecting, I geared up because I may know how to use a sword, but it does not mean that I'm good at this staying alive thing. Actually, I die a lot. I die a lot in every stupid way I can. That said, I checked up the village to see what we got. There was only 3 villagers, one being a baby, nothing interesting, no treasures, useful working benches or anything special for now. Kinda disappointed. I wanted a bigger village, but we'll work on it in the future. For now, I just took the hay bales to cook some food, stole a bed and got back into mining. At this point, I was just collecting iron, coal and copper, but I even found my first diamond. The experience is not really relevant right now. My plan is to use villagers to get enchanted gears and even the necessary experience for renaming things, etc. Then I tried to focus in materials to build a real simple starter base. Just keep my bed and storage while I set up more resource for a nicer build. I want to build a real base, but I like to have something like a starting point, like a milestone from this adventure, and this base will make it up for us. I picked an easy color palette and started building. By the way, that's the first time I'm doing a time-lapse. I'm not sure on how to make it look better. I think I'll just experiment as we go through the series. You may also notice that I use time-lapse maybe a little too much in this episode, but hey, I'm really enjoying this thing. It's kind of fun to look at, and the mod is so easy to use that make me want to do the entire video with time lapses. So I built the base a bit inspired in a pillager outpost to have something tallish so I can see in the distance while going to or back an exploring session. I first tested Deep Slate for the roof, but then I ended up going with Spruce to have something brighter. And that's the build. Come on, come on. Look at this camera thing. I really want to build something big enough to use it properly. Inside here we got chests, barrels, crafting table, stone cutter and armor standings where I will put some spare armor for the one I will lose in the next 10 minutes. But for now, that's our base. Now, it's time to get some work done in the spawn area. I cleared it up because I intend to use it for temporary farms for now, building things I need the most to have a nice start. I first added this easy villager farm because I want to set up a small trading hall in the next episode, and letting them breed in the spawn while I explore around will make this simple farm give us more villagers than we will ever need. Okay, maybe not ever need, but you got a point. Then I got for a cool looking iron farm that I was thinking about. I did not plan too much, I just wanted something cool where I could look at the golems falling down into the lava. I also like the idea of an scaring mob running around the villagers. But to be honest, I probably should have thought a little bit more about the idea before I start building, because as it will happen a lot in this series, things did not go exactly as I expected. So here it is. That's the working iron farm, and this down here is my Walking Dead scenario. It's working. I generate golems, golems fall down to lava, lava kill golem, golem drops iron, and I got 2 chests with iron. Okay, it works. I will use it as it is because, bro, come on. I spent so much time trying to get this working, and I don't want to get back to zero mark. So come on, let's go for the considerations. I built it thinking about every time a pod is scared, they will generate a golem, golem would fall, and everything will be okay. So the timing is almost 30 seconds. I don't get to fully synchronize this because it's not going to work anyway, because for a villager to spawn a golem, it needs to be at least 30 seconds without detecting a golem within 16 blocks of distance. So when a pod spawn a golem, the other pod detects the golem, and when they try to spawn a golem for themselves, they actually fail. And because the other pod, you know, like this pod spawning a golem, this pod was scared, and this pod was detecting the golem that was spawned by this pod, and they enter in a cooldown of 100 seconds. So Basically, each pod is resetting each other, and this basically made this design not works. To be honest, I should probably build it like the four pods really next to each other and use the pillager in the middle to scare them all at the same time. Because if I scare them all at the same time, they will not have detected the other pod golem, and they would spawn four golems in the same time, and they would fall together, they would disappear together, and in the next opportunity of spawn, they would spawn together again. So yeah, I kind of failed, but I will use it as it is because I don't want to go to Mark Zero again. I will go to the next project and I will probably just take it all down and build another one in a future episode. Okay, hear me out. I was pretty okay with the efficiency issue, but the next morning I noticed that the spawn platform was asymmetrical. It was 16 by 17 blocks and bro, dude, no, this thing I can handle. So I fix it and I also move the pods closer to the center and put the pillager in the middle, and now the farming is working as I explained before, and now it's totally symmetrical. Whoosh! Now we're good. Thank you for watching.